Is there a difference between the day of Christ and the day of the Lord?
Is there a difference between the day of Christ and the day of the Lord? Well, yes, there is. The day of the Lord comes as a thief in the night, and the day of Christ will happen in a moment, in the twinkling of an eye, at the last trump. The trumpet shall sound, and the dead shall be raised incorruptible, and we shall be changed. For this corruptible must put on incorruption, and this mortal must put on immortality. So when this corruptible shall have put on incorruption, and this mortal shall have put on immortality, then shall be brought to pass that is saying, death is swallowed up in victory. So there's a day of Christ which speaks of the fullness of the Gentiles when the church age saints and the program relative to the church age is brought to a close. And then we enter into a different dispensation and or a different era or time where the conditions are different for different reasons that God has in mind. What God's preparing to do is after the fullness of the Gentiles come in Romans chapter 11 verses 25 and 26, when that fullness of the Gentiles comes in, then all Israel shall be saved. So then God sets his affections on Israel. When he sets his affections on the nation and people of Israel, he's now preparing them for the day of the Lord, which is as a 1,000-year time period as expressed there in 2 Peter chapter 3. So that'll be the literal reign of Christ that will endure for a 1,000-year period. And he's preparing his nation and people of Israel for that literal second advent. But the church age has already come and gone. The day of Christ would have been at hand and complete. Then the man of sin comes on. Then enforced worship. Then the beheadings. And then the second advent, or the day of the Lord, which is a 1,000-year reign.